help us through this empty nest season, y'all, because this little season ain't no joke, okay? So, and it can definitely, emotional intelligence can be a huge ally in this empty nest season, especially when we're facing voids, loneliness head on. And it can feel heavy. It can feel really, really heavy, but EI can give you the strength to get through it. Trust me. And this is what I've been using, and this is what I've been practicing. In order for me to come at you all correctly, I first got to do it myself to see if it can really be done. But EI has been a game changer. So, when your emotions are high, your ability to think straight is very low. Well, EI allows you or helps you become self aware enough to understand that I need to learn how to pause on purpose so that I can reflect, so I can choose how I'm going to respond and show up, because how you show up matters, okay? Um, and it allows you to make better choices and decisions as you move on to serve your well-being. So I wanted to share three different ways that like emotional intelligence can help you find some balance and some peace and some joy, especially during the season. Because it ain't no joke. I'm very empathetic. I understand. I've been there. Trust. But the first one you can do, the very first thing you can do to help to allow EI and to know that EI is working for you and to put it to work going through this season is to identify and validate your feelings. And I ain't talking about some just generic, oh, I'm mad. Oh, now I'm just sad. No, definitely identify it. Like find the correct adjective to describe exactly how it is you're feeling. Because when you do that, it allows you to be like, oh yeah, yeah, that's what it is. It ain't just, oh, I'm sad. No, because you could be frustrated and you could say it's sad. Or you could be disregarded and you think it's just, oh, I'm just sad. No, name the feeling, validate it, because it's valid, y'all. Those feelings are valid. Now the goal is not to allow those feelings to overpower your intelligence, but feel the feeling, break that thing down, process it, so you can move forward and not stay stuck in this idea that keeps running in your head all day long. Okay, so that's one. Validate, identify your feelings. They're real. I feel it. It hurts. I feel disrespected. I feel disregarded, dismissed. Like, be honest about it so that you can do something with that. Because just saying I'm sad without like, okay, why are you sad? And what kind of sad? And what do you mean by sad specifically? Name it, identify it, validate those feelings, okay? Two, uh, practice those mindful responses, because y'all, we can get so caught up in our feelings or our emotions that we forget to pause on purpose in an instant. Regardless, it's necessary to remember that we have to, like I said, pop. And pop is a fast thing. You pop a bubble, it pops fast. You open a can of pop, psh, you hear it fast. It's a fast response of you taking a moment to say, how do I want to show up? These emotions are rising. How do I want to respond? Like taking a moment, that quick second, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds to say, why is this really bothering me? Good question, right? But this is a moment for you to be mindful, for you to be in charge, for you to pay attention to what's really going on inside of you. Okay? So that's what I want you to do with that. Be mindful to practice your pop. What's your pop? You don't pop when it gets bad. You know what your pop is going to be when things switch up on you, when emotions arise and you want to respond in any kind of way because that's what you've been used to doing. Just gonna leave it like that, because just because it's what you always do doesn't mean it's what you should continue to do. It's okay to update your internal software because it's no longer serving you. All right. And the third thing to do is, y'all, seek connection. That's why I'm coming right now. I wanted to connect with y'all. Seek connection, reconnect with your friends, or find you a group or support. That's why I'm here as a coach, and allow yourself the instead of getting mad at the people who don't understand what you're going through, or catching an attitude with people who don't, or who has never been through what you've been through. Or it's kind of like, you know how when somebody passes away and they be like, oh, I know how you feel because you lost your mom, I lost my mom, or this, that, any other. You really don't know how I feel. The only thing we have in common is that we both lost somebody. But understanding that I may have liked or not liked my mother, and you may have loved and adored your mother, and we didn't have that kind of relationship, allows you to understand, like, let me find my group who can really vibe with what I'm really feeling. And not just to stay there and to talk about it over and over again, but to stay there and grow through this thing, because it's a season. And you don't want to be caught in a season slipping. What do that mean, Coach Shannon, caught in a season slipping? Okay, let me put it like this. This is a new empty nest season. It did catch us all off guard. I know it caught me off guard. But catching yourself slipping in seasons is not being prepared for it. And not even if you weren't prepared for it, not allowing yourself to go through it and understand this is just what it is, and I need to show up, or again apply that pop to pause, to allow my emotions to settle down so wisdom can catch up with what my next move is going to be. Do I need to say that again? Do I? Well, should I say that again? I think y'all heard me. Y'all good? Okay. So again, getting caught in a season slipping, it's like being in the wintertime, full blizzard going on, and you got your bikini on, or your swim trunks, or your flip-flops. Vice versa, it's in the summertime and you flexing your fur coat. Both of them can literally kill you, but figuratively getting stuck in those seasons can take something off your life as well. Just saying. So I'm gonna challenge you. This empty nest phase is challenging. I ain't gonna lie, but EI will give you the tools you need to go through it. It will give you the tools you need to get through it. I'm telling you, it's been working for me. Some Jesus and some emotional intelligence. I need the spiritual and the practical, okay? So that I can do it the right way. This is gonna help you build a stronger and more resilient version of yourself, one moment at a time. So allow yourself to use that emotional intelligence, because we can grow in this empty nest thing. We ain't got to stay stuck. We ain't got to be like it happened at 39, 40, 50 years old and 60, 70, 80, and we're still pissed off because we're empty nesters. I'm just going to leave that right there. We talk about that later, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. I know these holidays are approaching, so I'm just sitting up here saying happy holidays to you. You did your dang thizzle, but now it's time to do your thug thizzle on you. Enjoy this holiday. Be grateful, period, regardless of what's going on. I'll holler at y'all later. Much love. Bye-bye. Oh, and I'll put in the chat where y'all can follow me on Facebook in my spin group to get more updates, to talk to me more often, to build the community. I'm just growing it. It's not huge yet, but it will be. So join the coterie right now. Coterie right now, okay? The Spin Coterie with me on Facebook. I will put those details in the chat. I hope to continue to see you. And if you're struggling with something, drop it in the chat so I can see. I would love to see what you're particularly struggling with or have overcame in the season of being an empty nester, especially when these dang on holidays come floating around. Woo, baby, I want to hear it all. I'll holler at y'all later. Mwah.